guys, welcome into Comic Book Women. Sorry if you were backstage or back there waiting for us for a second. We had to mess with some things, a little bit of technical difficulties, but we got it figured out. Welcome to Comic Book Women. Before we get started with our patriotic show, because it's the week of 4th of July, shout out to Cover Price. They are one of our sponsors. So all the information that we've pulled up for you came directly from their platform. There's a code in the description if you want to give them a try. Shout out to Bird City Comics, our sponsored retailers. Let's see. Yesterday or the day before, we launched the amazing Trish Forstner Beneath the Trees Where Nobody Sees issue 1. And we thought it was a second printing, but the barcode shows it as a first printing. So I don't know how that works. Do you know, Trish?
No, I have no idea. That's an IDW book. That's not an Image book, so I have no idea.
Yeah, we weren't sure. Like, if you look at the barcode, you know how it shows the printing? It shows as a 1. And we're like, shit, we thought this was...
It has 3 ones?
No.
Is it 1? Is it 1, 2, 1?
I don't know. I'll text you the image afterwards. But Anthony's like, it looks like it's a first. And I'm like, we've been telling people second print, but either way.
It even says second print on the cover. Like IDW put it on there in that little black box. I thought. Because they did the like, there's like a little part at the top where they put their little word mark and stuff. I left on
and it says second printing on it.
I thought it said second print on it. Let me just, pull my...
Well, that's how we advertise it. So hopefully it is a second print. And if it's a first print, then that's just a happy surprise, right? Look at all these people waiting. Thank you guys for being here. Yeah, so patriotic covers.
Can I talk about that cover? Can I talk about that? Can I talk about that cover real quick? Because it was amazing and it was super fun to do. And there's some Easter eggs in it. And some people have already pointed it out to me. And I'm like, yay, you guys know me. That's so nice. But there's 32 characters on that cover.
What?
Yes.
Okay.
That's that border. And I love, first of all, if you haven't read that story at all, you're missing out. Read it because it's freaking good. It's like, it's so good. I'm so jealous because it's so good.
Okay, hold on here. I'm pulling it up so everybody can see. Check that out. You put so much work into this cover. There's so many characters. Jen was able to find the Easter eggs pretty quickly, but she knows you, so.
Yeah, there's 2 of them. 2 main ones, and then one that's kind of like a slight, like, kind of it could be a feral cat. It might not be, the little guy here with the green shirt, he's got his claws like this. Anyway, that's right kind of Patch. Yeah, kind of Patch, kind of maybe not. But then of course there's my little character. She's got her name. She's got my name on her shirt. And then Elsie's down in the bottom corner.
Right there.
Just her little face.
This is badass. It's so cool. We are almost sold out. We are thinking we're gonna be sold out by the end of the week. Fingers crossed.
That cover came out so good. Like, I was surprised that they let us do it like this. I'm surprised they let us do it, but because I didn't know if they would, with how much is packed onto this cover, plus making the text work because they made me change some of the formatting. Meh. I mean, but it still looks great. Like,
You're the best at that. You're the best at like the font, everything. Like, I was comparing this cover to the original Care Bears, and you even have their arms and their body language in the exact same position as the original Care Bear characters. And I'm sitting there looking, I'm like, this is blowing my fucking mind. Like, how is this chick going through there and like literally mimicking even the way they were standing? This is brilliant. I think this has become one of those books.
The crap that I got for it though, because like I was like, how am I going to spread? Like, I was going to simplify it. I was going to spread it out a little more and just like kind of use characters from the book. And then like Tony was like, well, if you're going to do it, you should just do it right. I'm like, fine, jerk. Jeez.
Oh, you got a question. What is it like to draw, compose, and fit so many characters onto a cover?
Oh, it's super tough. I kind of like, this is one of those ones where I wish that I had printed it out and like inked it manually, like with an ink pen, because I think it would have come out a little bit better as far as the details go. Because if you really zoom in on this thing, like, I mean, it came out great, but like the detail work in the back would have looked really good with a micron pen or something. But yeah, I mean, it's great. So basically what I do is I'll take that original cover, I'll stick it on the back, and then I'll put a blue overlay over it, and then I'll kind of sketch out the shapes then get rid of it, then get rid of it, and then add all the characters from the book. I binge read that whole story up to issue 5 while I was doing this because it was.
It's a matter of time till this title is optioned. There was so much buzz just about it being an organically awesome story, and I think that if you guys haven't met Patrick Horvath, he's fantastic. I think there's a lot of potential with this title. Might not happen anytime soon, but down the road, I can definitely see this particular cover becoming a ghost, Trish. And I think you killed it.
It's our new Mario Brothers. It's our new Mario Brothers cover.
Oh my God, it's our 8 billion genies, right? But then, okay. Anyway, so as you guys see, we have Trish Forster here with us tonight. So thank you for being here, Trish. We are waiting on Lucy to join here soon. And then Sarah, we think, is going to be bowing out for the next few weeks. Possibly we'll play that by ear.
And Brett, the reason why my background's different is because I'm not at work.
Where are you? Are you home?
Yeah.
I've never seen that room either, so.
Oh, it got Britt redid it. It was like the comic book room has always been supposed to be the spare bedroom. Oh. So now it's actually a bed.
I like it. Trish, question.
Do I ink my covers? Yeah, I can do inking traditionally and I can do digital inking. Mostly I do digital, but for the way that
Trish can do anything. She's unstoppable. Literally anything.
Your original covers that you do at comic conventions and the blanks are so freaking good.
Mm-hmm. I sold a bunch of them at that little Pittsburgh con that I went to, Three Rivers. I guess back in June. It was pretty fun.
Oh, and little spoiler. So obviously we're friends with Trish, right? I believe we are going to have her on eBay Live to do like live sketching and remarks. We're not sure when yet. I think we're still figuring all that out, but how cool. You can just hop in and watch Trish remark and sign stuff. Hi, Lucy.
Hi, sorry guys, my internet. Sorry, Trish. I was supposed to send you the thing, but
I did. I got it.
Oh, that's fine. I got it.
For 30 minutes, I've been trying I don't know. It was just, I think it's the internet. It's been slow because I had to even my phone just to send you guys text message was acting weird.
Is your phone still on your Wi-Fi?
I turned it off and everybody's off the Wi-Fi, so I don't know. I don't know. I don't know if it's hot affecting the internet.
You haven't missed anything. Better late than never. We had Trish talking about the camera cover.
Just miss me talking about myself.
That's awesome.
Trish is like, this is an incredible cover. It's amazing.
Just talk about my cover, how awesome it is.
It is. I actually love it.
I did it so fast too, and then it never came out, and I never heard about it. And I was like, is there anything going on? About it?
We need a crane coming in your background trying to grab the toys.
Yes, I got. My sister's brought me another Care Bear. It's over on my desk.
Oh, I love it.
Over there.
Oh, if Mariah was there, she would love that room.
Dive right into it. Okay, we are gonna get started here, though, guys. I know we kind of have been off track, but we're gonna get back on track. We are celebrating the 4th of July in our own way with patriotic covers. So tonight it's gonna be a bunch of books that I'm hoping those of you in the chat, if you have one of these, if something about the title resonates with you, we want to know. Let's kick it off. Ooh, what do we have first?
So this is one of my grails, Pep Comics #1. Now, I don't have it, obviously, but there's differing release dates from November to December of 1939 to January of 1940. But regardless, it predates Captain America. And so he's the Shield is the first patriotic superhero. And then a few months later, Captain America comes out, and you see his shield. It resembles his emblem on the front too closely. So Pep Comics did the lawyering.
Oh, they said the C&D. They said change your shit, or we're going to change it for you.
And the next issue was a circle. That's where you get the iconic circle shield.
Wait, is there any connection? Was there any proof that they had stolen this idea? Are there any writers that are the same? Any interior artists that are the same?
I don't have. I was trying to look for that court case because that's kind of cool.
Yeah, that is cool,
right? But I couldn't find it. So I'm hoping that there's documents somewhere because I'm really curious about that because the shield does change literally the next issue. So and on the right hand side, Captain America Comics #1 is from December of 1940. But on the left, the cover artist is Irv Novick, and then on the right, it's Jack Kirby.
When you think of a shield, you don't automatically go to this shape, or I guess maybe, I don't know. When I think of a shield, I automatically go to a circle, right? What do you think shape wise?
Oh no, I go to like a crest. So, like this shape.
You do?
When my head thinks shield, it's kind of like, or something official, like a police or like a someone of authority. It's the shield shape, like
a knight, right? The knights had that shape.
Yeah.
That's how my brain always thought. I mean, I like the round shield. It's much easier to draw.
And now I think like we're so used to seeing, we identify Captain America with the round shield that, compared to how it was before. I think I like the round shield better.
Yeah.
So ultimately, though, Pep Comics won the lawsuit, obviously, right? Because they changed the shape. So there had to have been enough evidence for them to say you're copying our shit.
Yeah. And even
was
though
it an actual lawsuit, or was it just lawyers going?
Probably just lawyers.
Yeah, to settle.
Yeah.
Settled out of court. That's why you can't find nothing.
And even though personally I love the Shield, and I will always seek out, because he's had comics, and one time it was a she, had comics in multiple different publishers. It's not really a popular character. I think Captain America at the end of the day
wins.
Yeah.
Also, I mean, that Cap cover has several iconic things on it. I mean, he's punching Hitler in the face. We love this. There's a swastika in the background. Many of them. A couple of them. And on his sleeve. Don't see a lot of swastika covers anymore. I mean...
There's a lot going on in that book cover, for sure.
Yep.
Well, let's take a look at the numbers. So on the left-hand side, Pep Comics is selling for $3,600 for a 3.5. Now, for me, that seems insanely undervalued. If this is really the prototype, essentially, or what they use to mimic Captain America off of, it's like this is owning a huge piece of history. That's crazy. Whereas the Captain America, for a 0.3 to a 1, is going for $6,000. So it's actually valued higher than where the roots of it are all at. I don't know how I feel about it. 3.5, $168,000.
Yeah.
Take out that mortgage.
Wow. Holy smokes.
I mean, Pep is still my grail, because I had a chance to buy it a long time ago and I just didn't have the money for it.
Wow.
So that's still my grail, but like I don't think I'll ever own Captain America.
Go ahead.
I feel like Captain America couldn't throw that shield the way that he throws, the shield these days. Like, he couldn't throw this one. It would just boomerang somewhere. Like, it would, or he could impale somebody with the point on the end. Like, I feel like he'd be much deadlier with this shield.
Oh, yeah, impaling somebody with it. Yeah.
You could buy a house for 3.5.
Yeah.
A down payment. Well, here in California.
Well, yeah, I was going to say, not here.
It's a down payment.
Here.
You won't find a house for that price anymore here.
Jen, when you found that Pep Comics, what was it priced at? Do you remember?
So it was, I want to say it was probably 3.0 to 5.0. And at first, when I first started talking to him, I'm like, oh, you have it. It was on his wall. It was at a really small comic convention, like really small, like in a ballroom of a hotel. And he was like, yeah, if no one buys it today, I'm going to send it to CGC. I'm like, can I see it? I was really careful. I'm like, oh, it's so beautiful. And then he said, it's at $1,000.
That's
by talking to him for a while about Shield and the different publishers and like my favorite, he was like, he kept lowering the price, but I just didn't have, because I didn't know
thousands of dollars.
Well, if I would have used a credit card, I could have gotten it, but I didn't. My brain wasn't thinking that way. I was like, no, the cash I have on hand is not that. And it got down pretty low, and I just regret that. I should have just been like, here's my credit card.
Yeah, I'm looking online right now because I'm curious. A 2.5 is currently listed at $3,400.
Wow.
A 2.5.
Wow, Jen.
Yeah, I think the lowest price he got down to was $250, and then I had to tell him, like, listen, I really greatly appreciate the discount you're trying to give me,
$250.
but all I have
Wow,
is $60.
Jen.
All I have is $60. And he's like, I can't do for that. I'm like, no, I know. And again, I thank you for trying to lower it. I appreciate it. So
Wow, Jen, you should have used that credit card, girl.
no.
Fucking
I-
food
What
and
is
water
food? You
gets us
could've-
every time.
You
I mean,
could have skipped food for like 2 weeks.
You really shouldn't
Yeah.
use your credit card though to buy comics, but that was the one time I think I probably could have been fine.
You would have had to bend your rule. It would have cost more than $20.
Right, right.
Well, there you go, guys. Go ahead, Lucy. Were you talking?
No.
Lucy?
No.
If you're just hopping in, we are doing patriotic covers. Pep Comics #1 that Jen had the opportunity to buy for $250 but passed because she had to eat that week. We can't blame her for that. Right-hand side, Captain America #1. If you have a spare $170,000, it's yours.
Shoo-hoo.
Can you imagine finding that in like
Uh,
someone's
in the garage
They say-
sale.
in the garage
The garage
I think
sale.
the last sale on that was April of 2024, 180,000 for a 5.0.
Wow.
I think I'd pee myself. I would just like stand there and start peeing, and it would be bad.
That's more
Right.
than I paid for my house.
That's what Jen's saying. Yeah.
So who bought this? I mean, like, can we?
Are they looking for a
bust
kid?
Probably Eminem. Eminem probably bought this.
Yeah, sugar daddy. Hello.
Let's keep going. Ooh, next up,
Aw,
Lucy. I
love a
think this is
Mickey.
your pick, isn't it? One
Oh
of them?
yes, both of them actually. So the Mickey Mouse, I was looking. It's a magazine, Mickey Mouse magazine. So this one, Mickey Mouse magazine 46, pays a homage to the spirit of the 76 painting by Archibald Willard with Mickey, Goofy, and Donald. So this one, it's filling in for the revolutionary. I don't know if I was gonna be able to pronounce that.
Revolutionary.
it.
That's a tough
But
word.
you know
That's a
what?
tough word.
Even in Spanish, I think I'm able to pronounce it more better in English than Spanish. In Spanish, I cannot pronounce it, which is, I mean, really, right?
Wait, say it in
Uh,
Spanish.
I can't. There's
Say it
a
in
restaurant.
Spanish.
There's a restaurant here across the street, a Mexican restaurant, the best tacos tortas you could have, but I can never pronounce it right. And that's a place after the club we will go. And I was like, let's go to the Revolucionario. But so it's a patriotic theme was appropriate for July 1939 issue, and it's one of the rare examples in American patriotism in comics prior to World War II. Did I say it right? Yeah. In 1942, Looney Tunes did mimic a marching theme, featuring an Elmer Fudd as a U.S. soldier. So they did kind of, but it was like way later. So I thought it was very interesting. That was pretty awesome.
Yeah, cool.
So I had to pick this one. And obviously we got Wonder Woman, Jenny Frison, number 30. This one came out 2017. Around September. It was around September, so it was like past 4th of July. And obviously it's Jenny Frison, and I had to get it. It's Jenny Frison. I was collecting all of them, but I just hate, before with Rebirth, like the beginning kind of, well, it's 30, not so beginning, like it was before they were doing the whole almost virgin, what do you call those covers when they're
The
kind of
minimal
Yeah.
trade dress.
yes. Which I like the Wonder Woman, the word it says Wonder Woman, and I like the way she's standing, like very I don't know, it looks pretty cool. I just hate the Rebirth in the top. But
Yeah, well, they trade dress
I
for
guess
DC.
they had to. Yeah. Now
They
they're
got
better
better.
at it. Yeah,
Yeah,
way
they're better
better.
at it.
Yes. But I own this copy, so I had to pick that one. But yeah, that's me.
Yeah, that's fantastic. She had so many good Wonder Woman covers, though. It's hard to pick one.
Mhm. A lot of I can't say it anymore. Patriotic.
Patriotic.
Yeah, covers. She has a bunch of them. So it was kind of like hard to pick one. So this was one for sure.
You gotta love like cartoon patriotic covers because I think in the like late 30s, early 40s, when propaganda, like the propaganda tunes all came out, this was all the rage.
Yeah.
So, I like it. Thanks for picking this one.
Thanks. Yeah, I was excited for this pick. I was like, oh.
I think we would all pick left, right?
Oh, for
Yeah.
yes, because of the history. Like, I love Jenny Frison and everything, but just because of the history, I will go with the left. And I love Mickey, and it's hard not to go with the left, especially just because of the year and the history of it.
Yeah, that's very cool. That everything you just said, I had no idea about any of that. So that's very insightful. Lucy, you got comments, right?
Yes, gotcha.
Right.
Yeah, just while I was talking, I couldn't, but I got it.
No, but now you do. Chat's loving your pick. Your pick has been like the most talked about so far. So very, very cool. Let's take a look at the price. So the Mickey Mouse magazine, we're looking at $320 for a 3.0 to a 4.5. Not bad. 6.0 going for $650. Again, seems reasonable given all the history that Lucy informed us on. And the Wonder Woman, $3. You guys can find these in dollar issue bins all day long. Do I think they belong there? No, because I love Jenny Frison. But you can dig around. You'll find so many of her covers just laying around.
Yes. Oh my God. I hope I can come across this Mickey Mouse magazine.
I like the distortion that she did on the stars and the stripes too. Like it's an actual flag waving.
Yeah. Yes.
Only an artist would notice that. I didn't even notice it at first. Now that you said something, I'm seeing it, but good eye, Trish. Yes. All right, moving on. Okay, so I kind of insisted that we included Sergeant Rock. Again, if you're in the comments and you're familiar with this title, let me know, because this is something that my stepdad used to read all the time. And when Anthony and I first started out, he had this collection of really old Sergeant Rock books that he had in pristine condition. And we actually sold those to kind of help support building Bird City into a company. I know it's sad, but he gave them to us. He's like, you guys sell them, like do what you can. Aww. And this was like the book that he always read as a kid.
Oh, that's awesome.
So this is Our Army at War number 185 from August of 1967. The artist is Joe Kubert. On the right-hand side, I think we've talked about this book actually before. Yeah. But it's Strange Tales 167 from April 1968 by Jim Steranko. So
Sergeant Rock, I feel like, is one of those ones I would pick left, hands down, for like just sentimental reasons. So I feel like so many young boys grew up reading this comic.
You know,
it kind of shaped them.
29 Palms, the Army base is not far from here. It's like an hour and a half, maybe an hour from here. So when I used to work at the comic book store, we used to get a lot of the people, like every weekend, I will get customers that they were on the base, and on their days off or whatever, they will come down to the store and they will look for this type of comics. There was a specific customer who, like, the owner of the shop, like, he'll get some books like set aside for him because he knew that he liked this. So whenever he'll find them on his collection, it's this huge collection, so he'll find like, oh, this customer's coming, like, make sure to show him this. And he will always buy them. And he said that he'll have multiple, but he loved collecting these books because they meant so much for him. Like that, a lot of the from his family, they've been in the Army, so he just felt a lot of connection to this book. So yeah, what you were saying.
If I didn't see what this was, I would have thought it was a G.I. Joe like book.
Really?
Yeah.
You've never heard of Sergeant Rock?
No.
What? Oh, that blows. I get it. Value-wise, Steranko's going to win. I get it. But for me, just for personal reasons. You've never heard of Sergeant Rock, Trish. That blows my mind.
Yeah.
There's a lot of things I don't know. But, like, to me, like, the Agents of S.H.I.E.L.D. cover is kind of boring because it's just kind of like all the covers were like this at the time. I don't know what exactly makes it patriotic other than the flag. I mean, Agents of S.H.I.E.L.D. is kind of, an underground government organization, blah, blah, blah. But,
Oh, wow. No way. Arnold, he came close to playing the playing rock in the 80s.
That's
Wow.
interesting.
So I do think that Sergeant Rock cover is more interesting. I would lean toward it versus the Shield cover, but I know that Shield cover is probably worth a fortune.
Oh yeah, let's take a look.
Purely-
So
purely, yeah.
Hey, look at that!
Sergeant Rock.
I didn't win. Woohoo!
$4 in a very good condition, whereas the Strange Tales Shield book is going for $11. An 8.0 96, a 9.2 377. So there's not like a huge gap between the two, but Strange Tales definitely win.
We'll see. It's at 8.0 for 96. So imagine if you would have gone a 9.8, I think the price would have been a lot better. Maybe. And also like the how much apart? Oh, they're both 12 cents, so they're not almost at around the same time. So okay. But
you can find, I feel like a lot of our Army at War are really undervalued.
Yeah.
So you can really find them for good deals.
I think it's just like because they're kind of like I don't know now, but I feel like they might target like a certain, for the customer now will be a certain, person for this
Certain demographic.
Yes, that
I like the word. I like
demographic.
Yes.
JD's
All right.
comment.
Who?
JD's comment.
Until the Sergeant Rock movie comes out.
It's DC.
Back in the 80s, I would have thought more Sylvester Stallone as Sergeant Rock. Without the accent.
Well, he's more American, like compared to Arnold. I feel like he would have sounded
That's true.
better, even with that. Because what accent is it? Boston accent? What is he?
He's New York. I think he's Brooklyn, isn't Sylvester Stallone Brooklyn?
I
Chat,
don't
let us know. You guys will know.
I know.
And then, yeah. All right, moving on. Next up, whose picks are these?
These are actually Sarah's.
Oh yeah, hold on. I think I asked her like if she had any notes for it. Hold on, let me check it.
It's Alex Ross on the right for sure. I'm guessing that's a cover by.
So on the left,
Yes, Alex Ross, for
it's National Comics number 27 from December of 1942. And the artist is Al Gabriel. I think the other E is silent. I don't think it's Gabrielle. That'd be weird.
Mm-hmm.
And on the right-hand side, yes, it's definitely Alex Ross.
Mm-hmm.
And the comic is the United States of Captain America, number 1 from 2021.
I'm trying to remember if I bought this one, but I don't think I did.
Yeah. I mean, out of the two of these, it's National Comics, right? Hands down. Because Alex Ross, I love them, but they're a dime a dozen.
Well, and yeah, Uncle Sam, and I like how the little kid redhead is like.
Make him say Uncle Sam.
Again, it's another like the history, like the time and everything. Like
when did this one come
out? 42.
I was gonna say it had to be. Look at that gun. Look at that tank.
Yeah, not the airplanes in the back with the things. Yeah. I think the one
So
on that.
cool.
Both solid picks. Sarah's not here. Guys, I want all of you out there. If you pray. If you don't pray, just send good vibes because Sarah has some stuff going on with her life that we want her to be able to come back to the show fully healed. So that's all I'm going to say on that matter. So just send your healing vibes to Sarah. She deserves them. And she is a very valued member of this cast. It does not make sense to have this show without her. So these are her picks and they're awesome. Let's see what we got. National Comics. We're looking at 107 for Fair to Poor, a 2.5 for $740. Hot damn. And like I said, Alex Ross, dime a dozen, $3 in a near mint condition. You could probably dig these out of bins if you look hard enough. So yeah, let's keep moving. No, she's okay. I promise you guys, she will be okay. It's just, yeah.
Yeah, she's okay. Just send her prayers and your good vibes.
100%. Let's see. What do we? Oh, I'm guessing these are Jen, right?
Well, okay. These aren't technically my picks, even though I had to put them.
Cheater.
I mean, my picks are the next slide. Well, I was trying to find something that was not your typical, and things that probably don't make a lot of lists. But people like turtles. I like turtles.
In Bird City Comics, don't they? You guys have a turtles?
It's not this book, is it?
No, it's not this
No.
book. The one you guys are doing, but you guys are doing the turtles book. So just saying, check.
We are. Yes, we just launched, and it's like an arcade cabinet cover. It's an homage to that we just launched. But this is something a little bit different.
Rudy, yay! Finally won.
Yay! He's on the board. Our fantastic wrench in the chat.
The turtles on the original cabinet. Those are my turtles. Those are the ones I can draw. Those.
Yeah.
The Toon Turtles.
Yeah.
These hyper realistic turtles, man. They scare me. They're great though.
So this on the left is Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles 30th anniversary from 2014, and this is the Awesome Con exclusive by Dario Brazila.
Sure.
Sounds right.
And then the right hand side, it's Daredevil 25 from 2017. Oh shoot.
I'll say the turtles one is
the
probably.
artist is Ron Garney.
Oh, sorry, didn't mean to cut in. But I think that turtles one is going to be the more valuable one. But I think that Daredevil one is like the better cover.
Wasn't something I remember these were selling a lot for some reason. Something about I don't remember the storyline.
Daredevil 25. Well,
Yes.
Charles Soule was writing at that time, and now he's been doing Star Wars for a bit now. But
okay.
I really like the art on the right hand side.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, I like it because it's.
I kind of like. Sorry, Trish.
No, I was just going to talk about the limited color palette because I think it gives a stronger feeling to the image. But the turtles one says America. Nothing says America like turtles.
And fireworks. And fireworks. Pizza. Just kidding. Wait, that's not American, right? Well, it is kind of American, right? Pizza?
Yeah.
The way we eat it, maybe.
Yes.
Yeah.
The way that we do it, it's probably American. Let's take a look here, guys. The chat seems pretty split. We have some going left, some going right. I think the ones that are going right or left are mostly doing it because they love Jen. They're like, oh, turtles, Jen. Yes, we vote for that. But let's see if they were right. Left-hand side, $4 for a raw no grade, a 9.0 to 9.4 for $18. Damn. A 9.8 of Daredevil for $44 with a very fine going for $4. So I would say this is a tie.
Yeah.
Right? There's no wrong answer here tonight, guys. Either one works.
Yeah.
Okay, next. Ooh, okay.
I see Jen's picks. Okay.
This is my
okay.
Let's do it. Let's do it.
So it's Superman 14 from 1942. It's mega iconic with the eagle. And then my personal favorite is the Phantom. Oh, sorry, Superman 14, 1942. Okay. And then the Phantom is number 74 from 1977 by Don Newton.
Well, hot
Fred
damn.
Ray did a lot. So Fred Ray versus Don Newton.
Yeah, but it's not. It's like it's not a shield, but it's like well, I guess it is a shield.
That's a shield.
Yeah.
Shield.
I'm like, it's just because
You're like, it's not a shield. It's something you hold to protect yourself in battle.
No, like
It's a crest.
flag. No, you're right.
I mean, Superman, hands down. I like the Phantom artwork. I think that's very, very well done. But for me, it would be Superman.
It just looks more American. You can get like more American.
Wait, is this true? I own both.
Wow.
That's awesome.
Wait, really? Let's see. Okay, if you own both. Oh.
Ooh.
Wow, dang. So where do you live?
Yeah, 6.5 owing for almost 10 grand, and 9.4 falling at 45 for the Phantom. So the Superman's definitely the winner here. So
And
what we
that
need
with
to
that
do-
black cover. Ooh.
dude, can you even imagine?
On that.
Yeah.
Oh damn.
Yes. Oh my God,
I'm
you guys are making me hungry.
With
I'm
that
in shock.
paper,
Brett, if you own that, you got to post it, or you don't even have to post it. Just like tag us and send it to us. I want to see.
You know, if you
Proof of
have
life.
Instagram, tag us, like do the collab thingy so we can share it on our page.
But you have to be holding a newspaper showing today's date, and I want to know that it's legit.
Who buys
What a
the
shocking-
newspaper? Does
You don't
anyone buy
believe-
newspapers?
Nobody buys
Anybody?
newspaper anymore.
Do
You don't
you?
believe
Jen?
it?
We don't buy them. I mean,
Mm-mm.
actually, do you buy
Wait, you
newspapers?
don't believe him?
Huh?
You don't believe him?
Oh, I believe him. Laura,
I don't. Brett, prove it.
here.
Ooh, called out.
He has to own both of these. I mean, like, come on.
That's cool.
Well, I feel like the Phantom would be easier to find.
Yeah.
I think so too.
I don't
And
come
the
across
Superman.
it very often. I
But
feel
also-
like at small cons, people tend. I mean, at least when I ask dealers about Phantom, like, "Who's your Phantom?" Because they're like, "Oh, what are you looking for?" And I'm like, "Phantom?" And they're like,
Who's that? Just kidding.
and then I'm like, the purple with leaf hop, the 1930s, and they're like, "Oh no,
Hmm.
no."
Yeah, these are both awesome picks. So, Brett, I'm just messing with you. If you have it, great. If you don't, you don't have to share with us if you don't want to. Either way,
But that
Awesome
black
picture.
cover too to get in high grade. Can you imagine if someone had like a high grade of that?
is there something behind the shield, or is that just the image that we're looking at?
He's an ex
Looks
dealer.
like there's some planes or something back there.
Do you guys see what I'm talking about?
or
Like
like
that
tanks or
white
something.
line?
On the one on Superman? Yeah, there's
Yeah,
some
if you look
at
at the
that.
bottom
Yeah.
by his
I
leg,
see. Yeah.
and it looks
Let me
like there's
see.
like tanks or like
see.
vehicles.
Laura, Brett said that he posts on Instagram slowly, 2 books a week.
Alright.
That he was an ex dealer but current collector.
Well, damn. Invite us over. We'll be there tomorrow. The whole crew, the whole comic woman crew will be there. Dig through your
Yeah.
boxes. You collect ladies? Current collector ladies? I mean, with this type of books, he probably does, right? Next up, whose are
Ooh.
these?
So I was trying to find something to counter Lucy's Disney.
Yeah.
And I really wanted to include something that had war bonds on it. And there's a bunch of them, right? Like, and I'm like, okay, but to counter Disney, let's go Looney Tunes. So there's Looney Tunes and Merry Melodies Comics number 45 from 1945. And so you can see right on it, find another war bond. There's a bunch of comics from that time. There was like a Shazam Captain Marvel that has one. There's like a bunch. Like, so picked this one to counter. And then I really wanted to include
Archie?
to include this one, but I didn't want to do 2 Looney Tunes covers.
Ooh, I like that one better.
Oh,
I like that one better.
Dang it. So this
That was
one,
like a more modern one.
Damn, that was good. Yeah, the
Yes.
George Washington crossing
I
the
know.
Delaware.
I didn't
Delaware.
wanna do-
Yes.
To include 2 Looney Tunes on one cover, but so
That
if
would
you're
have
curious
been
what that,
cool.
if you're curious what that is, just look up Looney Tunes 257. It's a modern. It doesn't go for that much. But the Pep Comics is I mean, you know, it's you're at the beach and it's 4th of July and
Yeah.
Archie Giant Series magazine from 1988 and it's issue 589 by
Classic books too.
Carlo.
Yeah. Oh yeah. Oh, we're gonna go to the beach this weekend. Yeah, I'm excited. But
Jen?
not for
No, I'm sorry, not Jen. Trish, left or right?
Left.
All right. No explanation, just left. Lucy, left or right?
Oh shoot. I go left.
I'm gonna go right. Let's take a look.
It's a tough one.
Fuck me. Sorry.
But I mean, like this version of Buggy, he has like yellow gloves. This is like the old vintage
Come
Bugs.
on.
So I mean, you kind of had to go. Had to go with the war bond. Sorry.
Yeah, come on.
Oh,
But now I regret
I
not putting the modern Looney Tunes against it.
That would be cool.
It still would have been cheaper, but
Yeah.
next year.
I'm choosing trouble. It's
yeah.
just
What was the one with the
it-
big mouth? The Tasmanian Devil. That was my favorite character from Looney
oh,
Tunes.
I love Tasmanian.
The Ar-
people too.
The Archie one looks like they're in space. I know they're
Yeah.
fireworks, but they look like they're in
Yes.
space.
Yes. I
So
mean, I
on the
know
cover-
fireworks go at night, but it's like it's too. Yeah, no.
So on the cover, Archie's saying, Jughead, when do the really big fireworks start? And then Jughead sees the two girls approaching him and is like, in about 2 seconds, Arch, because
They're about to come kick his ass.
Is it Betty and Veronica?
yeah,
Mhm.
Buddy and Veronica, yeah.
That's funny.
But you gotta love the Archie humor, right? It's on
How are
the
you gonna find a 9.4 on a 1945 comic?
Wow.
Oof.
Yeah.
All right, moving on.
Oh, Barbie.
Aw.
And G.I. Joe.
And G.I. Joe. The
I
ultimate
go with
patriot.
Barbie. Sorry, Barbie.
So
I go G.I. Joe automatically. You're all Barbie. I'm like,
So this is G.I. Joe Real American Hero from 1982. I think we all seen this before. And it's the Herb is it Herb Trimpe? I say his name? Trimpe?
Trumpe, I believe. Trumpe.
And then skipping ahead a little bit, it's Barbie number 45 from 1994
Yes, Barbie.
by Anne Maria Cool and Jeff. I can't pronounce his last name. There's no way. But I figured doing, like, a lot of us grew up with G.I. Joe and Barbie. I mean, granted, I leaned more G.I. Joe because
For me, it was Barbie. So
Yeah.
I would go
See,
more
this
G.I.
was-
Joe as well, though. Like, if I had to pick between the two, I was like, hell yeah, G.I. Joe, yeah.
If this were G.I. Joe and Jim, I'd have to lean Jim. But it's G.I. Joe and Barbie, and I really like her.
Oh, you
So
guys
sorry,
suck.
it's G.I. Joe for me.
I
But I feel like the Barbie's gonna have more value because it's probably harder to find. Because G.I. Joe's kind of everywhere now.
The Barbie magazines, I feel like, are where the value is really at.
Yeah.
Everybody's going left. I hope you all lose.
We hope you all lose. Let's see, Lucy. Left-hand side, we're looking at 125 raw. That Barbie is $6 fodder, baby. So yeah, G.I. Joe for the win. A 9.8 at $819. We had one of these in one of the collections that we originally, again,
Okay,
when we first started
okay.
out, bought. and
So
I
a
sold.
7.0 is 190, but a 5.0, $6. So if it was a higher grade, maybe it'll be a little bit more.
A 0.5 is not going to knock you up $135.
You never know.
Nice try, nice sell, but no. I do like that it's evergreen, though. I think that's really cool. But again, I think with Barbie, you got to look at the magazines if you're trying to find like those really old school, valuable books.
Yes, so,
If you think about it, every G.I. Joe cover is pretty evergreen because they're all
Whatever.
pretty much doing the same thing.
whatever. Brad.
Yeah. Okay. Let's see. Let's keep on going. We're almost done, guys. This is like the end of the show here.
You guys are haters.
Yes.
These are my picks, but I feel bad saying that because actually Jen gave me like a list and then I picked off of them because I completely slacked this week. But there's my picks for two different reasons. On the right-hand side, I'm a big cover buyer. I'm a big evergreen person, and I'm a big America's ass person.
I was about to
and
say,
I feel like,
it
right,
doesn't
that's
go that
America's
way.
ass.
if this
Girl,
doesn't go that way,
there's
I'm
no-
gonna take it away.
There's no ass there. There's like,
He's doing
there's
like that
ass.
easy little turn, He's
you
doing
know,
that.
it needs more little.
Lucy, it's white boy ass. We don't have that Hispanic ass. We have like the white boy
Better
ass.
not. It's just
I
not big enough.
know some white boys that have better. Okay.
I don't know.
He's got
Anyway,
pound cake. Have any real cake.
conversation game. Captain America. This is issue number 750. This is the 1-in-50 ratio. Again by Adi Granov, and I'm kind of on an Adi Granov kick lately. Ever since the Doom book came out. If you guys have been following anything, you know that Doom number 1 is doing really well on all the lists. It has the lyrics of this famous rapper at the beginning, but he did a cover for it, and I think it's just so well done. So I'm a fan of his artwork. That was my first pick. Well, Jen's first pick. I mean, it's true. Then the other one, huh?
I was trying to give you guys examples. And I think
The Uncle Sam one I like too. I think this was a very, I don't want to say it's controversial. It is. It's a controversial cover, but this is Uncle Sam Quarterly issue number 5. This came out in 1942. The premise of this story is that you have like this banker that's been robbed, and so Uncle Sam comes to like save everybody and set the record straight. So it's kind of an interesting storyline, but it's also a piece of history. Seeing him snap that leg off the swastika, it's like, yeah,
he's crumbling.
I mean, again, it has everything: swastika, Hitler,
Yeah,
the world underneath them.
Mhm.
Yep.
and
Yeah.
Uncle Sam.
it's kind of an easy pick though between these two,
Yeah.
right? Like you go.
Totally. It is a nice one.
with
On see the one, the one on the right. Like, with if you take out what's a comic book, what makes it look like a comic book, and it will be an art piece, will be really nice. But since we're comic books, yeah, we'll go with the one in the left.
Yeah, Adi
I think that.
okay.
Oh, go ahead. Huh?
I was gonna say that Adi Granoff on his Instagram page has the full art without the trade dress kind of covering it
That
up.
looks awesome.
He does fabric really well. He reminds me of Mark Brooks in that sense. I always think that Mark Brooks is like the god of fabric, but Adi Granov gives him a run for his money. I think the way that the flag is moving there is just really well done. And again,
Super
evergreen
windy.
piece. Super.
windy wherever he's standing. But I can't get over it. Does he paint? Like, is he a painter? Is this like
Oil.
real media or is this digital?
Yeah, he's oil.
God damn.
And oils are so
Wizard.
unforgiving. You know that. Using oils, like, you got to be brave. All right, yeah. The chat unanimously went with the left. So let's take a look. 6.0,
Yeah.
$3,100. No surprise there. Whereas the Adi Granov, you're looking at 180 for a 9.8. But keep in mind that little asterisk is saying that it doesn't pop up on the market very often. So it's going at over 3 times ratio. Definitely an in-demand book. So if you can find it for $32 near mint raw, snag that up. Send it to me.
Yeah, that other one, the last recorded sale was May 27th of 24. Or it looks like 24. Or is that 2004?
So close.
I can't read it. I'm really looking in there. But it's a graded 6.0. Damn.
All right. So last but not least, we decided to start adding this little segment to our show. Final order cutoff. If you guys are not familiar with FOC, that means that you have until Wednesday, right? Wednesday?
Monday of the following week.
Sunday and Monday.
Yeah.
So it's
Monday and Monday,
we're
depending on
doing
the publisher.
So it's the 7th and the 8th is we're doing. July 7th and 8th is this current.
I also want to shout out to people who like actually came through for FOC on Feral number 5 last week.
How'd that do?
It did well. Like, I mean, it's the end of the arc. We're really pushing it. There's a few exclusives, but that nothing like, not Stray Dogs level exclusive. So, but still, they came through for us. I really love it.
Nice.
So.
Way to go. Yeah. Final order cutoff is a good way to kind of read the tea leaves, so to speak. And that's what the girls and I are going to try to do here. So here are our picks. We'll start with mine. Far left. This is for Uncanny X-Men issue 1. This is the JTC negative space cover. There is no image yet. But if you're familiar with this, like, chunk of time that they're doing all these different like disco variants, I should say. So what better time for him to do a Dazzler negative space? I have my fingers crossed that that's what this is. Either way, even if it isn't, I would still invest in a JTC negative space because they're just like a beast in their own right. But that was my pick. Again, let's keep an eye out. If anybody knows or has heard any rumors about what this image actually is, let me know. But I think it would be a missed opportunity for him not to do a negative space Dazzler. I feel like that's the character that's on fire right now, especially in the X-Men realm. So he's already done Wolverine, like he's already done Deadpool.
Dazzler. This is my favorite cover right now.
Yeah, like I feel like that would be a really good opportunity for him to just, cash in. So that's my pick. Again, it's a risk because you don't know what you're getting, but I would highly recommend doing it anyway. It's a $5 risk. You'll be fine.
And then Trish has on this FOC coming up on the 7th and 8th of July, Lilo and Stitch number 5. I think you're cover B.
Ooh.
Am I?
But there's no
I feel like I didn't do any covers for Lilo and Stitch number 5. I'm supposed to be on them until 12. I haven't done any Lilo and Stitch for a while.
So there's no cover attached, but there's I saw Trish. I saw your name, so I was like, well,
I guess they're gonna.
because you did the last one was pretty cool because you did it was the camera.
Yeah, that
So
one
you
was
did
really
a great
cool.
job with like keeping the background fuzzy, but then the image on the camera like clear. It was cool.
Oh, what was really funny about that one too is that I had to redraw the camera because it wasn't the right type for the era of time it was. It was originally an iPhone. So they said, "Oh no, that's not the right type of camera." And I was like, "The hell, you guys approved it." So I had to draw like a quick pics or whatever the heck it was, like a digital, like a regular DSLR little guy.
Brett's learning our strategy. He's learning what we buy and why. It's very true. If you watch the show long enough. Lucy, you're up next.
So my pick is the Power of Fantasy. Again, I was hard for me to pick one, and then Jen sent us some, to choose from. And I picked this one. Because I saw the Stephanie, the cover by Stephanie Hans. This one's cover B. But also the writer is from The Wicked and Divine. I don't know if you guys ever read that one. And Die also, remember Die, like that book,
Stephanie
Hans and Die.
Yeah,
she did both, so they're working together again. Again, it's another like superpowers kind of like fantasy. But I was like, they did Die. I really, if you guys haven't read it, it was really good. It kind of reminded me a lot like Dungeons and Dragons type of thing, mixed with Jumanji. And I was like, oh, okay, so we'll see how this one, like you can tell, like I guess like superpowers and stuff like that. So I really like the cover, and that's why I picked this one.
And last but not least, well, not last, but we're gonna get to Jen. I'll do Sarah.
Okay.
Sarah said purely a cover by, so I'm not surprised. If you guys again are familiar with Sarah, she likes art. Her and our styles are very similar. So the Avengers. This is by Pablo Villalobos, if you're not familiar. Really well done. The movement on this piece it's perfect. I think that, again, evergreen, right?
I love any Storm cover.
Yeah.
She looks like Storm. Is it Storm? It's Storm, right?
Yeah, it is.
Yeah. Beautiful.
But I like any Storm cover.
We should do this next week. Sorry, like let's see if they can. Let's see if he can guess. If people can guess which.
All right, I'm fine with that. Let's try it.
All
right, who picked this? And then I'm gonna pick like turtles just to throw them off.
No, let's pick like what we usually will pick. So
all right.
I don't know if you guys read Karen's message here while she's here live. I just say thank you to all of you once again for the Genie giveaway. I won from you. I own 5, girl.
5. I only own 5.
And also, thank you for the Pharaoh book.
You're welcome.
Hey, Steve, what's up? Didn't Nimesh hop on today? I know I got a little late, but I didn't.
Well,
hey, Nimesh, where are you?
July coming up, right? Work.
I know. And then he has a new granddaughter. So cute. So I know.
Everybody's busy with their holiday stuff.
Wow.
Jen, last but not least, what did you pick?
So this is Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles Night Watcher by Jane Gonzo. Is that how you say his name?
Mm-hmm.
That's how you. It's Gonzo. Gonzo.
Yeah, that's how I would say it.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
So this is the 1 in 10. I'm excited to read it, and I just want to read it. And out of the 3 covers, I like this one the most. But
so Night Watchers. This is when Raphael's in prison, right? I believe that's how the storyline works. He has to figure out a way to kind of bust out of prison. It's kind of cool.
I also like this cover does a really good job of seeing the detail within his outfit.
Yeah, this is awesome. And that black border.
Remember the movie when they go back in time with the little thing? Remember
the third movie?
The third one? I think so. I liked it. A lot of people don't like it. I liked it.
Well, they changed the costumes for the actors who had to wear the turtles. Yeah. I still really love watching the first one over and over again. And I understand that in 2 and 3, it's a better feel for the actor inside. But I definitely saw like a decrease in how it looked. But it was an interesting story. And, Yeah.
It was an
interesting story.
As a kid, I didn't notice. So an adult be like, oh, gotcha.
So Solid picks. So, guys, again, if you're just hopping in, these are our FOC picks for this coming up Sunday/Monday. So you still have time to go to your store.
Oh
You
yeah.
got time to order them. You got time to get them at cover. Yeah, these are kind of our favorites.
Go ahead.
And the thing about FOC is a lot of like second prints, third prints, additional printings become available on Friday around noon. So it'll be updated by then.
That's true. But since we're a Tuesday show, like, what are we gonna do, right?
Yeah. I like
all right. What do you say?
My day off is TMNT Marathon eating pizza. I love pizza.
Yeah.
I love pizza too. Oh, pizza sounds so good. I'm just so hungry right now, but pizza is great.
We all need to go eat dinner. Until next time, guys, again, shout out to Cover Price. Make sure you use code Nirvana14 for 30 days unlimited membership for only 99 cents. And Bird City Comics, tomorrow night, we have our Zatanna Bring Down the House issue number 2, San Diego Comic-Con foil that is going to be launching. We have 1,000 print run on that, but we're only putting up, I believe, 100 copies. So if you are interested, I highly recommend that you sub the text line so you have a chance to get that. We'll send a little text right when it goes out. Before we go, though, round table. We'll start with Trish.
Oh,
nice. Trish, thank you for being here. What do you have to say?
Yeah. Look for me at San Diego Comic-Con. I'll be there from Thursday to Sunday.
Oh, nice. I didn't know you were going.
Yeah. I wasn't gonna, but I
time.
kind of like decided last minute to go. Well, it really wasn't kind of last minute. I just had to make like a quick decision. And if I had a place to land, like when I went there, I would go.
Send it to me again.
So I'll be there. I know I have a panel and at least a signing. I have 2 panels and at least 1 signing at San Diego.
Nice. You have to say hi to Anthony. I'm not going, but Adam will be there, so you get to meet him.
Trish,
Yay.
I love your hair. You give me Wenpool vibes. I love it.
Yeah.
I like it.
It's so faded. I have like 2 weeks to wait until I get it fixed again.
I love it. I
like it too. Lucy, we'll start with you then. Last words.
It sounds so horrible. Last words.
Last words, Lucy.
Last words.
Oh, have fun, everybody. 4th of July. Be safe. I'm excited. We're going in for the weekend. Oh, well, just for a day. We're going to the beach on Saturday. We still haven't decided which beach we're going to. But Orange County area. So everybody have a fun weekend.
Very nice. And Jen?
I want to thank you for coming on. Thank you guys for spending pre-4th of July festivities with us.
Yeah.
In the chat after the show, put down your other patriotic comics that you like or covers. There's so many. It's kind of not fair.
Were there any, like, we didn't see any 9/11 ones, like, the ones that happened like post 9/11?
No, like we did 18 books, and I know like a couple of them were cheaper, so it's like, well, because you could do a whole show of just gold and silver age patriotic stuff, but
you totally could. Yeah, there's a lot. I thought about picking that Clayton Crane cover where it's like Venom covered in the flag, but I'm like,
yeah. So we'll do a part 2 maybe next year or before that.
Yeah.
I don't know. And then before I turn 50, I really want. I was talking to Britt about this. I've never shot a firework off. Have you guys?
No, I only ever watch other people do it. I've
done it.
I lived in Mexico. She's married to a Mexican. I mean,
fireworks are kind of in our blood, essentially. Yeah, we do fireworks.
What's next week?
I feel like
we don't know. Leave a comment. We don't know. We haven't talked about this. So leave a comment. Let us know what you guys want to see. Or send us a message on Instagram. But we'll
so I'm also curious who in the chat has shot off, like, not a sparkler. We've all done sparklers, right? Like they're cool, they're pretty, but like who shot off, like shoots up and says, wow. Because before I turn 50, I want to do it, but I know I'm gonna be terrified because people lose.
Oh my gosh, Jen, I have to send you a video. I have to send you a video of what at my cousin's house, like 4 years ago or something like that. We haven't been because they freaking set a palm tree on fire. That's all I have to say.
Well, you've seen videos where people like it shoots back at like their garage. Or, like,
that's literally what happened to us. It just exploded. It was like everywhere. Thank God I was kind of far enough.
That's my favorite genre of like accident videos, though.
Oh my god, I seen a horrible one, Trish. No, you don't want to. Okay, so
Oh wait, I'm
I
not 50.
Laura
I'm
has to go.
41. I'm 41. So, John,
No, yeah, Jen's not 50. She's saying before she turns 50. So we have a decade to make
you
this dream
have
come
like
true.
a decade to work up the courage to,
Exactly.
get a
Come
Roman
out here.
candle or
Come out
something.
here, Jen. Come out here.
Okay.
Yeah, come hang out with us and we'll show you how to do it.
Literally go up to Pennsylvania. Those guys will shoot anything.
Exactly. Yeah, guys, have a very safe, happy 4th of July. And again, thank you for being here, supporting the show. We are up for an award over on Lucy, CBCAawards.org.
Oh, yes. Rudy, you still here? Put the link.
Rudy! Where's our friend?
You get to vote for Bird City for the Image Comics Award.
Yeah, so we're hoping we win. We got 3rd place last year for the Image Retailer Award, which just drove me nuts because we do more Image books than anybody. Look it up. We are the #1 seller of Image books when it comes to exclusives anyways. So yeah, if you guys wouldn't mind going to their site, you'll see where you can nominate us. We would appreciate that so much.
So if you are not part of our channel on Instagram, go and click to subscribe or whatever that calls, and we posted there like the link to or to vote for Comic Book Woman near Nirvana as a channel, and there, please vote for us. This time we want to win. I was bitter last year, so I want to win.
Or she's gonna cut you. All right, guys, have a good night.